2020 Aprilia 1100 factory. This is a flippin' bike. It's actually my second one. Been riding the 16 for a couple years now. So I just picked this up a couple weeks ago, brand new. Just past the break-in period. I've only got, I think, 1128 on it. So plenty about the bike I do like, a couple things I don't like. I'll go through some of the mods I've already done. I did the Aprilia race map so far, and a Graves slip-on cat delete. Titanium, she's already starting to turn. Some nice colors. Have the Rizoma rear sets. Those actually are currently discontinued, which kind of sucks for the money. I think these were the nicest looking rear sets you could get. I got some frame sliders, front and rear, which I don't know how much those are gonna help with these big ass wings sticking out the sides. Or I'm sorry, axle sliders, but the frame sliders I held off. I know T-Rex and R&G make some pretty big ones that stick out, but I still don't think that's gonna save the winglets, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. Mirror delete, rear view mirrors with the Light-Tech block off plates. Switch the grips out right away. This is the first thing I do with all my bikes. I love these domino grips, nice and soft. And then carbon fiber levers. We got the quick fill gas tank. And that's pretty much it. Got everything safety wired. So I pretty much took this thing the 4 or 5 days after I got it and ended up taking it to the track. I run intermediate. This thing was a beast at the track. I was worried that I wasn't gonna push as hard, you know, worrying that you're gonna low side or crash a $26,000 bike, you know, your first week. But man, dude, this thing is so confidence inspiring. I had no doubts. I mean, full send in every corner. There's a couple corners coming into, braking way late. I thought I was gonna low side. I thought I was coming in too hot. And this thing just holds, man. In the middle of a turn, trail braking like crazy, this thing holds. It feels so planted and so stable. So, for the suspension on the track, I had my buddy come up, Nick Cipriano. Awesome guy around here in Michigan, does all suspension tuning for a lot of us. So he set up the preloads, and he went in and set up a manual track mode. So I'm still not 100% confident on the Öhlins semi-active suspension. I am worried that it might not be 100% consistent. So what we did is manual track slick. That's what we went through and set up, and actually it worked out great. And then as far as the street, all I did was left it at factory and turned my steering damping up a little bit. So track, this thing's beautiful. Street, this thing is beautiful. The throttle, so I do a lot of wheelies too. I know a lot of the track guys don't like us street guys wheeling, but this thing wheelies awesome. It's so easy to get into balance point. I don't know if the throttle delivery is smoother. It doesn't seem as twitchy as the 16. Both of them, I run them in track mode, so the throttle delivery is pretty lineal. It's not too snappy. It's not as snappy as sport mode, but yeah, that thing, I can just put it right up and right into balance point, and you can hear the revs just kind of smooth out, and it's a great bike. So everything I love about my 16, obviously I love even more about the 2020. The frame is obviously the same. I know they stiffened it up actually a little bit. They stiffened the rear swing arm up. I don't know how they keep improving, you know, by a couple percent every year on these bikes. So, I mean, even from 16 to 2020, you can tell a difference. and just how stiff it is and how smooth and comfortable it is riding on track, on the street, anywhere. The looks of it, obviously, are a huge plus. The shape of the tank allows to hang off like crazy on track and get some knee dragging. The only gripe that I found on this bike when I first looked at the track was the rear sets. The stock rear sets. So if you're running a pretty fast pace, the stock rear sets, you're gonna be scraping toes. You're gonna be replacing some toe sliders. Now, when I had the Rizomas on my 16, that wasn't a problem. Obviously, I had them set up a little bit higher, a little bit further back, more of a race position. Let's see here. But when you're on this bike and you're getting over to 57, 56, 59 degree lean angles, I mean, that's pretty amazing. And to still feel confident, feel planted, but at almost 60 degrees leaned over, you are going to scrape your toes on the factory rear set. So, but other than that, that's the only negative I have. Everything else, the hot start issue is fixed. Yeah, I mean, I was so in love with my 16, I figured I'd jump to the 2020. You get a bigger engine, that 1100 just pulls right through. Low, mids, highs, it really starts pulling on the top end. Definitely not as loud as an SC Project, so you're not gonna get a headache. I'm not even gonna rev that up. You guys aren't gonna hear the difference really through YouTube, but so yeah, this will be the permanent track bike, and then this will be permanent street bike. Like I said, I did take it to the track one day when I first got it. I threw slicks on it right away. Handled them great. I had good tire wear. I probably could get another probably one or two track days out of them. So that's it. I'll throw in a clip of flyby with that Graves. All in all, very happy with it. Very happy. I don't think there's much I would change. I know I'm pulling on the 2018, 2019 Gixxer 1000, so stock to stock, I'm pulling on them for sure. I haven't ran a 2020 BMW yet, but as far as the 2016, 2013 BMWs, I'm pulling on them. So yeah, beautiful bike.